Artifacts have been used as historical evidence from the start of time, although some have tragically vanished throughout time. Here's some top 10 lost treasures in the world, so let's take a look. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about all these videos. At number 10, the Knights Templar treasure. The Knights Templar, founded in 1119, was one of Europe's first and most prominent religious military orders. Its initial mission was to defend the emerging Jerusalem kingdom against Muslim neighbors and to safeguard Christian visitors from visiting the holy places. The order developed immense power and wealth throughout time. Seeing the Templars as a danger, Philip IV asked the Pope's help in dealing with them. In 1307, he imprisoned the most powerful knights and destroyed their treasury. It turned out to be empty, though. What the Templar treasure is and where it is buried has been a mystery for 7 centuries. At number 9, the Library of the Moscow Tsars. The Moscow Tsars Library, often known as Ivan the Terrible's library since it vanished after his death, is said to have housed a famous collection of ancient literature. The awful Russian Tsar's lost library remains a major issue for historians and archaeologists. The argument is that there is no conclusive evidence of its existence in the first place. Ivan the Terrible acquired more than 800 books containing exceptional masterpieces of Greek and Roman literature from his grandmother Sophia, who brought the collection to Moscow from Rome. At number 8, Romanov Easter eggs. Russian jeweler Peter Karl Fabergé was renowned for the outstanding beauty and craftsmanship of his creations, particularly the well-known Fabergé eggs. As a present for his wife, Empress Maria Feodorovna, Tsar Alexander III ordered a beautiful Easter egg from Fabergé's workshop in 1885, starting the royal tradition of the Fabergé eggs. History continues to refer to the first egg as hen. The enigma here is that 8 of the royal eggs, there are said to have been roughly 70 in total, have disappeared. The Fabergé eggs still in existence are worth millions of dollars, so the ones that are missing would be considerably more valuable. At number 7, Dead Sea Copper Scroll treasures. The Qumran archaeological site is located close to the Palestinian village of Khalya at the northern end of the Dead Sea. These are the caves where a Bedouin found the renowned Dead Sea Scrolls in 1946. The questioned copper scroll was found in the depths of cave number 3 in 1952 and differs not only in composition but also in content. This turned out to be a thorough list of 64 locations where substantial quantities of gold and silver are allegedly stashed. Unfortunately, the locations are worded so that the reader would identify the specified areas without the need for specific directions, which is why the riddle has not been solved to this day. At number 6, the tomb of Genghis Khan. Historians suggest that Genghis Khan expressed a desire to be buried in an unmarked grave in Mongolia's Burkhan-Khaldan Mountains many years before his death. According to folklore, every soldier participating in the burial was assassinated to keep the spot hidden. Other legends suggest that his followers unleashed 1,000 horses in the region to disguise any indication of human activity, and that they even changed the course of a nearby river so that it would run over his tomb. A big piece of land surrounding the Khan's resting site was eventually closed to the public and guarded by troops, and it's still considered sacred today. At number 5, Lost Inca Gold. Paititi, the lost city, is mentioned in several tales. Paititi has been connected with the fabled El Dorado as a result of its mysterious location and mythology surrounding the lost city. According to specialists, the Golden City can be found in the Peruvian woods. During the search, many more towns were discovered with clear evidence of Paititi's existence. The future will reveal if it's a tale like El Dorado, whether it exists, and whether these two locations are not truly the same. Number 4, the Ark of the Covenant. One of the most enigmatic items referenced in the Bible is without a doubt the Ark of the Covenant. The Bible describes it as being an acacia wood chest with a gold covering that represented God's presence among the people. The heavenly manna, Aaron's rod, and the 2 plates Moses received from God on Mount Sinai were housed within, together with a golden jug. To go to the Promised Land, the Jews had to carry the Ark. When King Josiah ruled in the 7th century BC, the Ark was still present. And number 3, the Amber Room. The Amber Room was the Romanov house's pride and delight, representing both Russian and German classics. It inexplicably vanished during World War II and has remained undiscovered since. While Russian masters and scientists recreate this incredible area in the 21st century, the location of the original Amber Room remains a source of contention among aficionados. In 1716, Prussian Friedrich Wilhelm I presented the Russian emperor with a parlor decked with amber and gold by the greatest Baroque Prussian architects and sculptors. At number 2, the Jewels of King John. King John of England amassed an enormous collection of jewels and gold plates. In 1216, the king journeyed to Lynn, Norfolk, in a region known as the Swamp because of its huge tracts of treacherous wetlands. There, King John suffered dysentery and chose to return to Newark Castle for treatment. Of course, he chose the safe, albeit slower path but his troops and carts loaded with jewelry, personal possessions, and even crowns inherited from his grandmother, the Empress of Germany, followed the short and risky route through the marshes, and they vanished. His treasure wagon was lost and never discovered. At number 1, the Lost Dutchman Mine. The Lost Dutchman Mine is said to be a gold mine discovered in the early 1800s by a strong Mexican family. They retrieved as much gold as they could while keeping it a secret for years until their final mission ended with the death of practically the whole family, slain by the Apache in the region. The mine was reportedly discovered in the late 1800s by German immigrant Jacob Walzer, who concealed some of the gold somewhere in the mountains. The place and wealth itself are now said to be cursed because many people who attempted to discover the treasure in the past never returned. Well guys, that's it for this one. What did you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.